one of the things I always talk about on these huddles is if you feel like you could have done something differently to have a better outcome, you can't. You could have. Like it's your gift from above, right? Like your intuition. And so, yeah, everything you're saying is obviously it's obviously apparent. It's true. There are so one of the problems, right, of being an independent life insurance agent is the access to multiple products. So some agents will come on to digital and be like, oh, can I get this carrier? Can I get that carrier? And then they'll fight with themselves. So am I really offering the best product to my clients? And what that tells me is that you have zero conviction in what you do, right? Not you, Ashley. I'm just speaking in general. But most agents who want a multitude of products, it paints a picture for me. You're selling on price. Why else would you want a multitude of products? You think the best price is the best option for our client, right? So you have to shift that frame. And it takes a while, dude. It took me 2 years to get out of that mindset. Right. Like, oh, I need SBLI, I need RNA, I need prosperity because these are the best price products that are coming in. Right. So it took me a while to literally just sit here and look at my portfolio. What the hell does AmAm offer? What the hell does Great Western offer? Why are these companies, how are they in competition with each other? People, they don't erect insurance companies for the fun of it, right? Like Psycha didn't come in and go, well, I see, insurance companies, they make a ton of money. I think I'll join the game. No, they have competitive niches compared against each other, right? So what I would recommend for anybody who's challenged with a lower average premium, and these are good things to take note of, right? Because now you can say, what am I doing differently in my pitch, right? Where you sell a max offer plan, you can go back and listen to that max offer, right? Go back and listen to your higher premium calls, and then you'll notice your conviction might be a little bit stronger when you're presenting these higher prices. Are you afraid of a $300 premium, right? Does everybody believes in energy transfer, right? Everybody should believe in energy transfer, right? Like tonality is the main reason, is the main way that we transfer our message to our clients, right? Like who haven't I picked on? So if I'm like, hey B, how's it going, man? You doing okay? Yeah, you doing okay? Boom, right? Like that's kind of friendly, right? It's kind of, I'm like, yo, B, what's up? What's up? You know, I see like I'm in the street or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's up, man? You with FFL, dog? You know what I mean? Like banging IMO sets, right? It's a different tonality, but that energy is like, what? I don't like that dude, man. He bashes other companies that are right. So whatever the case is, my tonality is my energy transfer to our clients. So when we present that price, does it sound like, hey, great news, Ashley, your premium's only going to be $1,200 a month for this $30,000, product, right? And I know that's not going to be like the obvious scenario, but sometimes it feels like that. It feels like you're presenting like $1,000 offer for something, and you are looking at some of these other companies. And I'll be honest, guys, if you go and you look at the quotes for the high max offers, they're not too far off of each other. Like one will be like 330, the other one will be like 325. It's only $5 difference, but it pops up first in the quoter. So it gives you the impression that you need to pitch that product first, right? So back to what I was saying with the multitude of products, look at your portfolio and come up with a reason that you would sell one company over all of the other companies. Build conviction in that. For me, it's American Amicable. And it's not just about the clients, right? Like American Amicable is never really the best price product. It's not. But the best price product comes with other things too, like terrible customer service, like billing issues, like commission issues when they go to pay you in your business, like 50% advances, right? Like $500 caps. Like it's just not the best option, right? Also, some things that most people don't talk about is when somebody passes away, and you sell them like these lower companies, they make the beneficiary wait a year, 2 years, 8 months. It's a hassle to collect, right? So, and that's because of the contestability period. So, you want to look at your portfolio. Out of all these companies that we're offering, do you have a core lineup that you can put your confidence in, your conviction in, that you're able to sell with conviction to your clients? Susie, I know you're going to love American Amicable. They come with these additional riders, right? Like the accelerated death benefit rider, terminal illness, right? The confined care rider. These are things that are free to you if we can get you approved. The grandchildren rider. So you can, just being picky and choosy with those companies is going to help you raise your conviction and raise that, not necessarily the max offer, but your average premium size.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of carriers. So I mean, I pretty much write Moo, AmAm, and Great Western, and then GTL or Gerber if needed. I don't write Sika because I don't trust them. I don't write AIG anymore because they're annoying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just need to keep going. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
So the
I've been
carriers
listening
is
to my big calls, and I feel like I'm not pushing hard enough at the close, or
it's not even, it shouldn't be a push, honestly. You shouldn't,
yeah.
like one thing that I can't stand is whenever I get into that mode where I'm like, dude, I have to lay this dude down, right? Because it puts me in a messed up mindset. If I feel like it's a struggle, I'm not gonna be in my best mode, and I am gonna start selling on price. What it is for me personally, when I realize that I'm not selling at my full capacity, is because I'm not building like a good connection with my clients, and I'm letting them control the conversation. Right, I'm letting them tell me they can't afford it. They're painting a picture to me, right? Like they're showing me the process. Here's what's gonna happen, and it's like no. And if that is the case, then I'll go back, right? Listen to my introduction. Am I in control from the jump? And then I'm building a stronger connection during the rapport building process, right? Married, single, widow, kids. What's the kids' names? What's their date of birth? Grandkids? What's their hobby? Right? And I'm really becoming a friend so that when I present rates, they know that I'm giving them what's in their best interest. And I'm also like telling them like you're good, like a good person. Somehow I'm not sure I can put my thumb on exactly how, but people do business with people they like. I've heard that before. I've heard different opinions about that. Guys, in final expense, I think that's really true. Like, I mean, I've taken somebody from like F you, I'm not interested, da da da, had like a good conversation about like flowers and seeds and plants. And like they just were like buy, like they opened up their wallet to me. Like
Yeah.
not in a nefarious way, but but yeah.
So Ashley, you're still working primarily SQL leads. I'm sorry, what is it? Uh,
TTC.
TTC, yeah.
TCC leads, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're what are you, a couple of months into that now?
Hmm.
How's that going for you?
It's going so well. My contact rate it's falling a little bit, but I'm still hovering around 40, 45%. My contacted close rate is around 10 to 12%.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty much like 7 to 9xing my money
Okay.
on,
How
so
about
yeah.
what's anything, any trend and what's fallen off?
The only thing that I've really noticed again is the smaller average ticket. But again, I'm selling all day long. So I think part of it is just something I'm doing. I think I'm getting scared almost to close the deal. I don't know because I am good at building rapport and I'm good at that stuff. So um AEP is making it so a lot of people's voicemails are full. So you have to be more creative. Like you have to do more emails, you have to do a lot more texts. I still leave voicemails, you know, like I'm auditioning for a client, make it a huge deal for me. So, but yeah, TTC leads are great. I mean, if you want to spend no money and make a lot of money, TTC is the way to go.
So with a 45% contact rate, how many times are you cycling through 100 leads? How
What do
many
you mean?
times you call? You got 100 leads, right? So how many
Mhm.
times are you calling them to get that contact rate?
I do all the calls. All call 8, all the way through call 8, then all the cool leads.
I mean, in other words, you call them 10 times, you call them 5 times, you call it 100,
So 11
500 times,
times. Yeah, the 8
11
calls
times.
plus the 3. Yeah. I just
Okay.
try to get the first 6 done within 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't double dial.
Yeah. Speed of lead, with any outbound, speed of lead and simplicity. Yeah. I think Ashley's even like I think Ashley's like going hard on the TTC with all the leaving the voicemails and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's admirable because I'll tell you what, I couldn't do it. I'm telling you. all I want to do, I'm a simple man, dude. I just want to hit that begin dial button. Now I will say this, like in the settings, right, in the CRM, you can go in there and kind of mess with some of the dynamic fields, and for every single contact attempt, you can add an email, you can add a text message, right? So I'll do that, but I don't even do what Ashley does as far as leaving the personalized deal.
I don't like the CRM text messages at all because it comes from that dead number. So
Yeah.
I have like a sticky note with a bunch of text prompts on there, and I just copy paste it into Google Voice. So it's a little bit more manual for sure, but it's not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's working, right? So
Yeah.
don't stop what you're doing. Cool. You got something, Kenny?
Yeah, I just think I'm a little tongue-tied. I think just listening to both Ashley and you this morning, I need to work on my rapport building because I'm getting a lot of hangups in the beginning. When I the reason for my call, I get a lot of clicks, and that could be because of not to blame it on AEP. It didn't happen prior, when I was doing this prior, but it's happening now a lot more. And they're also, when I get to the close, they suddenly want to go over the product with their dog and a brochure. And if I can't send them a brochure, that's it, the deal's off, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that's rapport, I think.
100%.
Yeah,
no, you're spot on. Yeah. 100%.
And it's happening like every time. Like I'm dry, like it's bad. So I need help. So I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, again, guys, your conscience is going to tell you. You guys, you know, you don't need me to tell you. But one thing I will say is like, we're not going to keep blaming AEP. We're going to take accountability, right? And anything that's in your way, like personally, right? I'm talking to everybody on this call personally. Take it, own that shit, alchemize it, anything it is. Like I used to be a big, like I used to drink a lot. I'm sure everybody knows. Like I used to drink a lot and smoke a lot, right? And it wasn't until the day I accepted, like, I'm either going to do this until I fucking die or I'm like going to stop. And the moment you accept that, and I know that's an extreme example, like for this call, but the moment that you're able to accept that, you can literally alchemize anything. You can transform anything to your, so what is bothering you? What is it? Like, what is it? AEP? Where's the excuse coming from, right?
Sorry to interrupt the video real quick. You already know what it is. We're going back to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday huddle. This huddle right here, freaking fire, dude. I'm like literally in the middle of editing it, and I'm like, man, I wish I could get more people to participate in some of these huddles. Now, what exactly is it, right? You're not in the game playing. Maybe you're not a licensed agent, but you're looking to get your license, or maybe you are a licensed agent, you're just not doing nothing with it. You can still be in the game and sit on the bench. That's kind of like what these huddles allow you to do, is you're stealing the secrets of success in this group that you're in with these agents, and you're asking them questions like, what prevented you from starting, right? Like, how are you guys being so successful with some of these leads, right? Like, you're going to have access to all that for literally less than $1.50 per day. Guys, the cost of the morning huddle is so small. One sale, if you made one network connection, one sale, like the smallest sale, you could literally pay for it for like 3 years. I mean, it's freaking ridiculous. Guys, what are you waiting for? Come on, man. Let's get in the game.
And so you need to deconstruct that. So, okay, AEP. How the hell can I alchemize AEP? I'm going to use that shit, right? Okay, I think AEP is, I'm not picking on anybody, right? But I think AEP is causing contact rates. That's a good one. I think the voicemails are full, right? So when I get somebody on the line, that's the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth. I'm not doing that for them. I'm doing it for me so that I can overcome myself on this conversation, right? Oh, you must be getting a ton of calls with AEP going on, man, with Medicare and stuff like that. It must be crazy. Yeah, I thought this was freaking health insurance, man. I told the other AEP guys and da-da-da-da. It's like, you know what, dude, let me help you out with that. Like, I can put you on my do not call list. You ain't going to get no AEP calls from me, I promise. In fact, this is actually about the life insurance request you made. And I start laughing, and then it kind of, but I'm dead ass serious. Like, ask Mike Bialik. He just had a conversation with somebody who probably was experiencing the same, what's the word? Like the redundancy of AEP calls. And Mike he alchemized that. Dude, you must be getting a ton of calls around AEP, right?
Yeah, that was an interesting turn of a conversation, because it was a lead that I got back early September that I had recycled through. This was like the last, I was telling Anthony the other day, the very last time I was going to call this lead before I put him no contact, and the daughter picked up, and she was frustrated because she's getting 50 calls because her mom has dementia and may have submitted either a ton of Facebook information or is getting AEP stuff. But I was like, let me put you on the do not call list. I'll take you off my list. And she was like, really? You do that for me? You're the first person that's offered to do that. And then it led to a potential, I got to follow up with her and her husband for a quote, but it was a good conversation, regardless of what happens. And that's what I'm struggling right now, is having good conversations. So I had a really frustrating day. It's been a frustrating week. I was telling Anthony yesterday, but I just need to put my head down and keep grinding. Like I'm looking at my lead queue right now. I have like 25 new leads that I got overnight. And I'm like, whoa, like yesterday I only had 4. So it's like, all right, I got some work to do this morning.